Well, looks like for a little while, for now, it's going to be just me doing practice material up here. I will not be going to the open mics for a while. If I do go somewhere, I'm going to go somewhere and get paid. I'm going to get some gigs. The open mic thing is just not for me right now. The shift that I'm on kind of messes that up. And plus, when I do get to these open mics, they don't seem to want to run these things correctly. I don't understand. It's like they create hurdles for you. Why do people do that? You go there to some of these places and you're expecting them to do the right thing. People just can't do the right thing. And then when they watch television, they say, why do those people do the wrong things over those other countries? Oh, we do some of the same things over here. We don't do things fairly. But people are content with it as long as it ain't them. Then when it's them, they want to get mad. That ain't fair. How come it's happening to me? Well, you wasn't thinking about it when it was happening to somebody else. You didn't care. I don't know. I think about things like this, like on my job thing. It's not set up fairly. We know it's not. And as soon as you sign that contract or whatever, saying that you're going to show up at these places, that's exactly when you find out it's not fair. But I don't want this to sound too much like a gripe session. Well, actually, that's what it is. So you're going to have to listen to this for a while. Yeah, the only thing I hate about going back to the thing about trying to get a gig is when you go in there and you're trying to explain to these people and convince them to let you actually do comedy in their place and get paid. Because, man, it's like, I don't know, it's like pulling teeth for some of these people. You go in there and you talk to them and you say, I think this would be a great thing for your establishment, sir. No, we're not going to do that comedy thing. We're just going to stick to music. So, well, doing a comedy thing could actually bring something, add an extra element to your place. I believe your patrons will like it. No, we're not going to do that, boy. I think we're just going to stick with this. I'm not going to pay you. Well, how about I do it for free? Well, you're just the guy we're looking for. I'm going to write you a check for $0. How about that? See, you talk about doing stuff for free, these people always want to listen to you. I had a place once where I went and talked to them and tried to talk them into letting me do some comedy in their place. And, hopefully after the first time, second time, they want to maybe, pay me for it. So I go in this place. This is a few years back. I go in this place, talk this lady into letting me do it. I come in a few nights later, do my material, and then I think the next morning I stop back in and I say, hey ma'am, how did you like my act? I noticed you weren't there, but what did the other people think about it? She said, well, you offended some of my patrons. You and your material about boogers. Those people were grossed out by that. So they were grossed out by boogers. Well, they didn't like my booger jokes. I know they wouldn't like my fart jokes. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta kind of walk away, though. I hate those guys that do this in those places. You go up to them and you talk to them about, you present whatever you're trying to give to them, talk to them into doing it. Like, with me, it's my comedy. And I talk to them about it. And they said, yeah, give me your number. And they'll take your number, and then they never call you. Then you call them back. He said, oh, yeah, you're the guy that stopped in the other day. I'll give you a call. Then 6 weeks later, you call him back and say, yeah, you're going to call me. Oh, you're the guy that came in 2 years ago. I'll give you a call. They never call you. Well, that's life. You just got to keep on trucking. And I will. Eventually, I'll knock this out of the park. But I'm going to try to stay away from the open mics because the open mic thing right now is just not a good idea for me. And I'll just work on my material up here. And if you decide you want to laugh, good. If you don't, I don't care. I'm still going to tell my jokes. I'm going to work on some more stuff, get it straightened out, and then we'll see about hitting some of these places.